Welcome back. Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. And that was game 1. And it, I don't think I've ever seen, I think it ended on a 72k gold lead for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy lopsided, especially considering they're up against Newbie.
Yes.
That was unexpected. I did think that they would win. That's why I predicted that they would win. I thought they had a better lineup. And I think they've been playing really well, and they're on the up. Whereas I think Newbie are they're kind of playing a little flat compared to their best. But that was nuts. It did seem to take a little longer than it needed to, but I've got a theory about that.
All right.
So
let's hear it.
I feel like one of the things that, if you think about the way Fnatic are a little uncertain sometimes, maybe they're a little risk averse, especially because when they do make mistakes, it seems to be catastrophic. Like, other teams seem to make a mistake and then they can recover. But I think in Fnatic's mind, if they make a mistake, if they go high ground and they screw it up, we could lose again.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're a little risk averse. They need to maybe get a little bit more confident. That has to give them confidence, crushing Newbie like that.
I mean, it seemed almost impossible for them to make a mistake. You saw how many times did Abed almost die?
Possible.
Like, constantly. Hey, I'm just 100 HP, run away. Back in like 1 minute, guys. I got Shadow Word, I'll be fine.
But you don't want to rely on that. You don't want to rely on clutch escapes, I think. And I just think, why not play it safe? Why not play it safe? They won. What are we complaining about?
I'm more surprised that Newbie held on, like they kept going.
They were given the time to.
Yeah, they did have a rapier juice, so it's hard to high ground into that. You know, I get it, but I do think Fnatic's lineup was really good. I thought they had a really good lineup.
Yeah, I believe, Pigeon, you have something for us.
This was kind of like the point at which I think it just defined the whole match as it went on. So we got across here, it's like, oh, big initiation. But wait, oh, can we actually kill him? No, all the ult's going down. I love this. Like, Leroy just charges out, snaps the coil. He's still alive because the Shadow Words keep him going. This is the point where it's like, yep, we can't kill him. Everyone just starts to kind of crumble, it feels like, on the side of Newbie. And there's DJ with a fantastic initiation. Cuts off 2. And this was repetitive. Like, you look at how this went. Newbie, they hit more or less everything that they could ask for. And still, they're the ones that lose heroes. And once again, this was the beginning of every time Abed almost died, but didn't. And this wasn't once or twice. This was like, I counted, it must have been like 6, 7 different times.
I think the fact that he played as well as he did and soaked up so much, like you said, even when they landed what looked like their combo, was like, okay, they got everything they wanted out. That focus on him gave the rest of them the chance to do whatever they wanted, basically. You had Sand King can get in position for multi-person stuns to reset the fight. Warlock can get fatal bonds off. You're not waiting for one of those to initiate. It's almost like PL goes in and says, jump me. Go ahead and jump me, and then my guys will bail me out and save me, and I'll outplay you. Yeah. So I thought it was a really nice change to the way I thought they were going to set up. They were like, PL on the front. And he can just soak it up. He's hard enough to kill. Abed's going to outplay them. He's going to escape, and then bam, you've got that double reinitiation of Sand King and Warlock.
And it wasn't like just a slight movement forward of where the rest of your team was. He was chasing them to the fountain.
He was going straight down
constantly, and they just couldn't handle it.
It was good, really good play.
And Newbie just kind of fell flat. It was a shame for them. We're gonna take a look at what you guys voted for the MVP for this match. I think Abed and Universe make a very good case for themselves.
Look at this. This is a real vote. You know
guys,
what, Twitch chat?
What?
Let's give.
Wow.
Honestly,
I am
well
so
done,
proud.
Well done.
I am so proud.
You guys did it. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, good shout, Sheeps. We're proud. Look at this. These are actual votes. Abed, I think that is a worthy MVP. Yep. Definitely. Well done. Well done. I knew you could do it.
You get
more of that. Don't forget, you can vote for the next game as well while it's going on.
Yeah.
This was a game where I don't know. We talked to KP before, right? We talked to him, I think, like yesterday or the day before, and he said, well, the reason why we lost, and at this point he was talking about the secret loss, was that he felt like the game plan and the draft just wasn't really there, but they talked about it and they kind of fixed it. I think that's still here why they went wrong. So maybe not entirely fixed just yet.
Maybe. Yeah, no, it definitely. I think the Disruptor Elder Titan combo didn't really do much for them at all. I thought the Disruptor and the Elder Titan both seemed able to maybe hold things up a little bit when they were getting rushed, but it really didn't seem to have anywhere near the impact. Yeah. So
I gotta say,
a lot of chat going on.
Because Newbie is sitting in front of us, like directly in front of us.
Yep.
And they have been sitting there since the game ended. They have not gotten up. And they are, at the moment, very loud.
Yep.
And in some heated discussions.
You know, maybe the first thing that should be shouted is don't pick Medusa. So far, I think they picked her once before and it didn't work out. That game went off, I think it was against Secret, and it went off, they gave up a lot quicker. So, you know, you got to give them resilience. But Medusa's a hard hero to make work, I think, currently. It's kind of like, I was talking backstage, I think it's great when you see Gyro. It used to be the counter to Gyro, because if you have kind of like this brawl, as long as you've got Mask Malice, you more or less can sort of win that in a one-on-one before you think of other things. But it just feels like Medusa, you're forced to make so much space for it. And there are other heroes that you can make that space for and come on quicker. I mean, we've seen Lone Druid coming in, and that's the type of hero that used to need so much space and didn't give much back quickly, but now can get involved a lot quicker, things like Helm of the Dominator. Medusa doesn't really have that. She's a walking fortress, but if you could fight around that, you could just completely nullify that, pull it off the Corsair fight. I don't know. I think they need to be a lot faster this time around, Newbie.
Yeah, I think so too. Before the series, Pigeon, you were asked which matchup would have the focus for you.
Whew, yes,
And this is the one you chose. It is about the cores. Bear in mind, these stats are their overall stats in 707, not specific to this series so far.
Yeah, and this was kind of like, my thought was, honestly, we could talk about the offlane. I like talking about the offlane. I play offlane a lot. That's my favorite lane. But the thing about these two carries is even one gets a little bit of space. It's ridiculous what they do with them. Like, we see teams really focus down Mugi and try and deny him all the gold you can, because that man does a lot with little.
Yeah.
And we've seen it happen the day before with Envy. You give him like 5 minutes space, you leave him alone with a core, he finds the kills, he flips it on you. I mean, whether it's Weaver, Lone Druid, doesn't matter. So yeah, I think they're going to be the ones to watch in this one.
Yeah, we are going to head into the draft of the second game. Ted, game plan, draft. That is where, according to KP, was their problem. Previous series they lost.
I'm just trying to. So Fnatic have actually banned out Sand King.
Yeah.
And Jarrah. But Lone Druid does get banned out by Newbie. So they're trying to...
That seems to have been Fnatic's go-to in the second and third games. I feel like they go to Lone Druid in the second game. I don't remember them going to it in the first game. Yeah, I could well be wrong. But it seems to me like they're like, okay, game 2, we'll take Lone Druid now.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable with it. And they've been making it work quite well so far. The task is just standard bans and Naga as well. So I think Newbie, like we said, they need something that can sustain itself and just get involved quicker.
I think if they go for Disruptor Elder Titan again, I actually think they've lost. I think they need to think of something else.
Yeah, the only way they make that work is if they have very strong, aggressive cores. And like with what they had last game, they just didn't have the follow through.
So you guys are saying that more focus on the 4 position to try and get things done earlier?
Well, 2 of the best ones already gone, Sand King and Task, of course, then Naga as well. So I think Ted's right. Like, if you go with the Elder Titan here, it just feels... The way Newbie plays it is different.
And badly.
Yeah, it lost very badly.
Like, I don't think...
I like the Disruptor.
really don't think they should go back to it again.
Yeah, I like the Disruptor. But
Shadow Shaman. Death Prophet, just
Death
pick it,
Prophet.
and Shadow Shaman. I reckon they'll go Shadow Shaman.
I mean, it would help them close out a little bit quicker. No, they're going to go for the Earth
Earth
Spirit.
Spirit, okay.
That's decent here, actually, against the Disruptor. Disruptor, if he gets caught out, is very squishy. You can just run down quickly.
These are 2 really good picks for Fnatic so far.
Especially you can gank the mid lane with that, so it's not too bad.
Don't take Elder Titan, please. Come on, Newbie.
Pray for it. Come on, no, Newbie.
I just think it would be so stubborn if they picked the exact same duo that just lost. But
well, at the same time,
they won with it. They're genius.
You could argue it was the cause that they're playing around didn't help them.
Maybe,
out
yeah, maybe. But I also just think I don't know. I feel like a Spirit. I mean, I thought the Sand King did a huge amount in that game.
Yeah,
I really do. Whereas, I mean, that's just the nature of the hero.
Yeah, and that's why he's gone this time.
Yeah, the hero that got banned out previous ban phase and is still not picked up, by the way, is Tiny. Fnatic banned it out previous game.
True.
Yeah.
Instead of that Sand King.
He'd be good.
Tiny's there, Omni Knight's there. Neither team seems... I don't think they're going to go for Omni, or at least it won't be until later into a draft. So Tiny would be the safe shout here. It's a pretty strong hero. It's very hard to shut out of a lane, farms quickly if you leave it alone for a few minutes.
I think the fact that they are going into their bonus time so deep with the first 2 picks, it's not a good sign.
Oh, I like this. Earthshaker. So that actually gives them a little bit more aggression. They can cut off, chase down better. We were saying the task was already banned out, and that would have been something that would have helped them in the lane phase. Earthshaker a little bit more awkward to get around the back and get the same effect with the shards, but you can have a big impact later on aggressively with an Echo Slam. If you can get a quick Blink Dagger, Newbie can set the tempo.
I wonder if we've seen Earthshaker and Willow. We saw a great combo yesterday.
Yeah.
I
Fantastic
wonder
combo.
if that's something that teams are going to look at. I mean, I'm sure.
The Fissure and the Fear
Yeah,
and the
the Batman,
funneling the heroes
Yeah,
into
they're
one
stuck
tiny
there.
Amazing.
spot.
So much damage.
And then Earthshaker just comes back in at the end with the Blink Echo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of control.
Yep. The only problem is that they already have a Disruptor, so if they want to Willow, it would have to be
It would be
an
for
offlane
free.
one.
I think we saw it offlane yesterday.
Yeah, we
so
did.
It
Yeah.
does work.
It did lose, though.
Yeah, it did lose, but it was.
It
I
was.
think
It's a
as an
possibility.
offlaner, it's okay.
Sure.
Lycan ban, Warlock ban.
I think the awkward part is maybe just really, like we talk about these supporters to have huge impact level 1. Earthshaker does have that, but it's awkward. You have to be in the right position. Once you get a few levels, though, Disruptor syncs up really nicely with the Glimpse into the guaranteed stump. You can just wait there with the Enchant Dome. Now, what did they ban? So did you get rid of the Warlock on Newbie? Not really too surprised. Like that was the big crux for them, is every time Fnatic almost died, they just reset and went back in. Now, if they're concerned about that, you could ban out something like the Juggernaut as well, which isn't terrible here because you can dodge out the Disruptor and you can go quite aggressive on the front with Death Prophet just to wipe someone out quickly.
Did we see, was it Lifestealer banned in the last game? I can't remember if he was banned.
No, I thought he was going to be picked, final pick, and then no,
Yeah, they didn't.
didn't come out at all.
Beastmaster ban.
And the Lina was banned again.
I mean, it goes to show Nubio, these are definitely heroes that Fnatic like to do. Warlock, Lone Druid, Beastmaster. So these are smart bans.
So Fnatic probably, this is the thing, like Death Prophet is such a comfortable pick, it's not easily counted out, so picking it this early gives them some flexibility to see what Nubiu's going to do first. Now with the Earth Spirit, I don't know if they want to go for something like a Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's not too bad here.
I mean, I'm often intrigued when you hear the players talking in a language that you don't speak, whether they are arguing or whether they are excited or whether they're just debating something. Yeah. It's very hard to tell.
It is very hard to tell. And they always have their focus face on.
Oh wow!
And some people just have a resting, you know, grumpy focus face, so you don't know if it's actually
Grumpy focus face.
Yeah, you know,
like
your
that.
focus face is like
I
you
like
can't
that.
say something really positive, like, oh, I really think that this works, but you can still have a face.
Yeah, it's true.
As if you're, you know, angry at something.
You're right. That's a good point, Shiva.
Yeah, exactly.
He's frowning.
I like to imagine they're just hearing us now and then they're going to start shouting to just throw us off, and really they're just saying, yeah, keep shouting. These guys don't know what we're saying.
Maybe. I don't think they care what we're saying.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think anyone cares what we're saying.
We're just here to feel.
Ooh, an Underlord.
Filling newbies like, yeah, Underlord is pretty strong.
Very solid lane.
Death Prophet is annoying, but you're not going to lane up against that. So, yeah, Underlord's one of those type of heroes that's so good because he just sustains.
He just
can't
sits
really
in
force him
lane,
out.
pushes it out, threatens the safe lane tower, and just hard to kill.
That's the global presence. You know, it's kind of like to the Nature's Prophet end. If you see him split pushing hard, you can quickly just come around the
They
back
could
of him.
respond, yeah.
Keep in mind that Fnatic also has a Pilot Eye sometimes play Nature's Prophet as support.
Oh, wow.
That's true.
Ah,
It has
I
been
look
getting
forward
its
to that.
favorability. Usually, I think more teams have been playing it in POS 4 than POS 5, but yeah, it
Yes.
can work as either.
I'm going to assume that it's DJ or Spirit, so that's why.
Yeah, no,
High
yeah. No, I'm
generally.
just saying it's got a lot of flexibility at the moment.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see these typically traditional core heroes shifting across.
I mean, it plays to Pai's strength of killing the enemy courier, right? I know he loves to do that.
He does.
Pai favorite.
And obviously the Death Prophet again. We saw it on Envy previous game, but Abed also Death Prophet player, so they're keeping that open as well. Having a lot of options there. And they're thinking about their fourth pick. Now it might be a pick that reveals if we are going to see a Universe Nature's Prophet or not.
Can you hear a guitar?
Yes,
I keep hearing
I
that
can.
as well.
I can't tell if it's coming through.
No,
on the headset or
I-
if it's just coming through from this.
I have taken my earpiece off multiple times to think,
You
like,
can still
am I
hear it.
going crazy?
Just start hearing a whole band in a moment, just marching through.
30 seconds
Yeah.
left.
So yeah, they're eating the whole time up here. Ooh.
And that's going to be
Oh,
your
Batrider.
Batrider for Universe.
Mm.
So we are going to have a Nature's Prophet for Pilot Eye, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
there's
way.
still some, you know, scenarios where you can put your Batrider mid, or you can put your Batrider as support. We've seen that in the past as well. Nature's Prophet mid, but more than likely is going to be Pi on the Nature's Prophet.
I mean, I've even seen teams run Batrider support, so yeah, this is, like I
It's-
think the safe
yeah.
get bet.
Yeah,
is
the
gonna be
safe bet.
Batrider off lane.
Is a Universe Batrider right here. All right, we need some cores for newbie, and we have decided that comparative to previous game, we want some more active cores, right?
Yeah, you want someone that just get in your face by 10, 15 minutes, not something that needs the fight to come to you and revolve around you, you know? It's not the Medusa show, it's Dota, so I feel that you need to come out hard. Jar would have been fantastic, but got banned out. Lycan forces attention in a good way. Other heroes, like you could look towards something like, I'm surprised enough the Razor is still in there.
Yeah, Razor is still in the pool. Always a decent option there. They are taking their time again.
Dragon Knight, I don't know about Dragon Knight here. Like that is your that would be a seriously tanky front line for Newbie, and they could keep aggressing constantly.
The problem is Newbie have no jump at all.
Yeah.
Like you got Batrider here and Earth Spirit can both jump in and set something up.
Well, the force is you can get a Blink Dagger on Dragon Knight, and it's becoming more popular to do so.
Yeah,
you
Shadow can. Blade. But I just think, I don't know, they need something else.
I don't see something like a Queen of Pain being likely. The Puck is still in the pool, but debatable.
Yeah, they could go Puck. Because they've got quite a, bit of beef already.
The risk is you're up against the Batrider.
Yeah.
So, and a Death Prophet. So what do? Lincoln's, yours, you need both. And Life's still another self-sustaining.
So I guess it's like the Blinky Earthshaker Echo Infest Bomb is pretty strong, but doesn't come online too early.
I'm wondering if you can still see the Puck. I don't know though. I don't like it as much here. Like you said, you've already got the Earthshaker. Of course, this is putting a lot of pressure on the Earthshaker to get a quick blink.
Yep. No.
They will ban out. What do you fear most, Fnatic? Queen of Pain?
Queen of Pain.
I was going to say Queen of Pain or Shadow Fiend, I think, could be a pick for Newbie, just because I still think SF's really good. I don't know why. I mean, honestly, there was a slight nerf. I do think, I think Shadow Fiend is really strong. Gives them wave clear, a lot of damage.
Yeah. I think your concern is still the Batrider jumping in, the
That's true of any hero. I mean, it's like...
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, as a Shadow Fiend, you want something that enables you in that lane to go for kills, and Earthshaker, there's going to be so much pressure on him to always get a good fissure and cut off. But if you put down a ward, you see that coming time and time again. So...
We got an Ursa ban on the side of Newbie. And they are, at the moment, looking for your SCCC hero.
And that's the thing I was saying, the Puck... I just don't like Puck here against Death Prophet. I think it's a little rough because with the Batrider as well, like I said, Yules and Lincolns are going to become a necessity.
They've got 13 seconds.
I mean, Razor's still an option. I'd actually think maybe even a Templar Assassin, but that's maybe a little bit
it's a little bit.
Yeah, it's too risky, maybe.
Yeah, there's an Earth Spirit in this. Stances, dots, and... What, Pugna? Small child returns.
You got some push with that as well.
It's good.
They need to get ahead with that. Again, they have a draft that if they get behind, their comeback potential is not real great.
The rough part is your life still is that question of how much can he contribute in this early mid game, and what we were saying before, it comes back to the Earthshaker is going to be so pressured to get a good timing on that Blink Dagger.
And if that Prophet is going to set the tempo high, Newbie is going to fall short.
Yes.
But
it's pretty rough. I mean, Fnatic, how do they want to close out this draft is what I'm wondering right now. I mean, you see the Pugna coming. You could be cozy with your lineup going a little bit later because you got the DP, you got the big push power, but I think maybe you want constant aggression.
Terrorblade is still in the pool.
Yes, he is.
Dragon Knight is
So is Medusa.
Oh, they go for the Medusa. Wow. So Fnatic saying, let me show you how it's played.
Let me show you how it's done.
And Envy does get his DP again. I bet on the Medusa.
This could be Newbie's final game here in the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9.
Could be. Or we could be going to a Game 3.
Or we could be going to a Game 3. That is the question right now. Who's going to be fourth? Who's going to get left behind?
Well,
what do you think, Pigeon?
We'd like to see more blood, usually, but I just think Fnatic's going to close this one out quickly in a 2-0.
Yeah?
I actually think Newbie have a really good draft here, and I'm going to back them. I think it's going to be Newbie this one.
I like that. We have a 50-50 split.
We got there.
And there's a chance, of course, for that third game. See if Newbie can force that out. It is over to ODPixel and Fog for Game 2.
Thank you very much, TVS. Game 2 now between Newbie and Fnatic. We have seen a bit of a change up with the heroes. This time around it's Fnatic. They want to slot through that 5th pick, Medusa. Newbie, they've got the Kaka Shaker, a hero that I was sort of saying, I was like, Shaker really? But as you pointed out, you know, Kaka, if there's someone that's making Shaker work at the moment, it is going to be Kaka.
Yeah, and I think it's also, they want to have something just in case of that, like Phantom Lancer shirt. It was like so devastating that last time. Now they've got all this AoE, they've got this catch lockdown. And it's just a more, I mean, it is a more reliable hero. I do feel like Elder Titan sometimes does just fall short. Like sometimes like either you have like an excellent start of the game or you just completely fall off and you don't really do a whole lot because you can't get those perfect splitters.
Well, let's see how it goes down. And I did notice, well, DJ, that's a level 3 Dota plus Earth Spirit, boys and girls.
Oh, so he's going to have some cool chat wheel.
Yeah.
Nice. So I think what they're trying to do here is they're trying to punish the weak supports coming out. That's why I believe that they've got this Nature's Prophet and this Bat Rider. So they want to like look and they're like, okay, Disruptor, Earthshaker, these two heroes are not the strongest in the early lane. They don't really contribute a whole lot. Earthshaker in particular is just really like a walking fissure. So I think they're trying to contest that safe lane a lot and make sure that Universe has a good time. And I mean, it is Pi playing the Nature's Prophet. We've seen this from EG. We've seen even Fnatic doing it a couple of times. They go for that like medallion build and they look to just try to pressure a lot with their TPs and punish the lanes heavily. And I think Newbie, I really think they have to be in a very good position after the laning stage in this game. I think if they actually fall behind too much in this mid game, it's going to be really hard for them to kind of just catch up, especially versus this Dusa. It does feel like they're going to lack damage unless this Lifestealer is massive.
We'll see. See what sort of lanes we get out on the side lanes. At the moment, it looks like nothing too surprising from either side.
Universe has the I'm gonna stay in your face items. Double Mango, Fairy Fire even on top, and several regen. While DJ has one Tango.
Oh, Pi. It's gonna get punched a few times here. Does have
Faith getting stacked up with the stickies up top. DJ tries to get the roll, Mugi tanks it. They're gonna keep that pressure up there.
get a lot of damage on Mugi here.
Yeah, he's down to 100 HP. He only has one set of tangos too. Look at how confident they're playing.
Yeah, that's a lot of aggression from Fnatic.
How much regen do they? They do not have a lot of regen on these two heroes up top too. There's only 2 tangos now and 2 on Mugi as well, so 4 total. That's a pretty scary start.
I'm really trying to spook that as you saw dropping the 2 stones. I think they really wanted him to be forced to skill Rage early on, so we didn't have the option to regen up in lane.
Yeah.
With the Lifestealer or such. But he keeps his cool. You know, Mugi doesn't get spooked. He doesn't put the early point in Rage and knows that would just pretty much destroy his lane, because then he would suffer because of the lack of regen.
Having that feast though actually made him miss 2 last hits under the tower because of that bonus damage. So now mid they're changing the priority. They're like, okay, Faith is not really going to do a whole lot top, so they're just going to try to leave this Bat Rider, or Lifestealer versus Bat Rider in a 1v1. But this is going to be a level advantage a bit on the Bat Rider because of him pulling the lane. We'll see how this one turns out.
Let's have a look.
DJ moves toward mid. Abed still farming just fine versus this Pugna, since, you know, Pugna we've seen a lot of times is you can decrep and secure last hits, but having a hero like Dusa where you have the Mystic Snake, you can always get those last hits when you are decrepified. And right away, they prioritize giving the courier to Mugi up top to deliver that full magic wand.
Pi just harassing KP right out of this bottom lane.
Yeah. Kaka is trying to pull the wave here. We'll get hit up a little bit, trying to break that clarity. Pi. And even pulling the centaurs into it, he will get the bounty rune too. And connect the wave.
Right.
Perfectly done there by Pi.
Yeah, smart moves there.
Yep.
Making sure that they can keep control of this bottom lane, make sure that we can continue to farm. Kaka will be able to make sure that the Arcane Rune is grabbed for himself, as Pi couldn't quite find the range of that Fissure to deny it. KP will look to try and get involved in some of the creeps.
Oh, he really wanted that centaur. Pi gets it. Kaka is very low too. He can't really contribute too much to help Kaka. Or to help KP, sorry.
He's certainly being a nuisance on this Prophet.
Really is.
Just manipulating and controlling the creeps down here.
They did block the pull though on the side of Newbie, making sure that Pi can't actually abuse that and get heavy amounts of levels. But Mugi has completely recovered in the top lane. You see this Lifestealer versus Bat Rider matchup is one of those that we see time and time again. Lifestealer usually can sustain just fine versus Bat. And they even brought him some more tangos to make sure he's got that regen.
Yeah, our best here at the moment, 8 for 3 against the 15 for 6. SCCC doing a good job keeping the pressure onto this Medusa with the Nether Blast spam.
Yeah.
Up top, Mugi.
Got a bit of a battle. They're looking for Faith though.
DJ does find the connection, but Kaka's there with the backup. Look at the quick glimpse to split the Bat Rider away from the Earth Spirit. DJ turns with a kick, but he's sort of trapped it. will get surrounded, and Newbie find first blood. Mugi to claim it, now the turn towards Universe. Universe trying to find Faith in return, and will. And with the Firefly and Napalm stacks building up, Universe, he's not only going to go find one, he's going to help them find a second. So they may have given up first blood, but Universe, with the backup of Pi, is able to hit back and take 2 for the team of Fnatic.
They're going for Universe now. Faith closes the gap with the Thunderstrike. Universe has the wand charges. We'll be just fine.
This top lane certainly seeming to be the one with all the action.
And DJ using the boulder there, rolling boulder there to try to stack the camp and claim the bounty. He will be successful.
KP is having a very tough time, though, on this bottom half of the map. He's really struggling to find the farm. He's being forced right back to base.
Pi did a very good job of zoning him, and he's also versus a Death Prophet, so Death Prophet being pure magic damage. Can't really protect yourself versus that one. Universe gets caught by the open wounds.
He is trying for the TP out. Is he going to make it in time? He does, but the glimpse is there to bring him straight back. Universe has to sort of tone back the aggression a little bit. Playing that close to the tower is always a bit of a no-no when you're against a disruptor.
Yep. But they know they don't really have to help Envy bottom. Envy's having an amazing time, as you were mentioning, so they're just looking to put pressure on those side lanes, or on the other side lane.
I'm going to see Pi come back down here to look to play around potentially with KP. As Pi at the moment, he
just wants to make sure to get his own farm.
Yeah. Same level as KP. KP is just having a very difficult time getting in on this bottom lane.
Yeah, Spirit Siphon, very strong versus those strength heroes. SCCC though, we haven't been looking too much at this middle lane. He's been doing great on the Pugna, 29-7 to the 24-6 of the Dusa. Fairly close though, pretty much equal net worth.
Universe will go for this stack. We'll see if Kaka can claim anything from it in return. Does have Faith there as well to harass Universe a bit. Mugi trying to look for the wraparound. DJ is actually going to go for the attempt onto Faith. Does not find the connection though. Will have to keep the distance. Universe did get the majority of the creeps.
Yep. And DJ I think is going to keep prioritizing getting those stacks up on those camps too. So even though Universe, he did die a few times, or die that one time, he will have those stacks to rely on. And now though, the rotation, SCCC, this might catch Fnatic off guard here. The tower does see him for a moment.
They want to dive Universe. Universe.
He's got Firefly available in 2 seconds.
Let's see what they can do to play around this. Tries to knock back Mugi a bit with the Flame Break. They've got the vision for the glimpse, dragging Universe into the clutches of Mugi. Mugi finds the open wounds. They have the Fisher to lock down the back. Universe, so with the Firefly keeping himself alive, the SCCC will have the damage from range to finish him off. As he comes in with a rotation, has the life drain, and will be able to make sure that they can kill off Universe and now get some pressure onto that top tier 1 tower. This is opening up space for Arbit in the mid lane though to catch back up. And he certainly is doing that, as he will now reach the same CS as that of SCCC. And is able to put a bit of pressure onto the tier 1 mid in return for Newbie taking that tier 1 top high. Look for the rotation. He's got a double damage rune on the Nature's Prophet, and he's just slowly but surely right-clicking Kaka out of the lane. He'll send the Treants in. Looks like it won't be quite enough damage to finish him off, as Pi does have to TP away as SCCC comes back into mid to hold on with the defense onto this mid tier 1 tower.
They've got Glimpse, Abed. They don't have the life turn though, because it was used previously. Abed should be able to distance himself to the tower here.
Look at the
heavy
TPs
TPs coming in.
They will turn if they got any sort of catch from a distance. They've
got Envy.
The wraparound from Envy. Coming in with the Siphon onto SCCC. SCCC goes for self-decrepify, trying to keep himself alive, but there's going to be more than enough damage to follow up afterwards.
Wow, I love that rotation by Envy coming in, because he knows he has this free lane bottom. He can freely move around the map, and he's going to be able to use this exorcism to clean down the creep wave bottom. An unexpected rotation. Newbie not expecting that at all, but in the meanwhile, Mugi still has this first catapult alive, getting a lot of damage up top here.
See if Universe and DJ can do anything about it. They've also got Pi coming in from behind, but Mugi could try for a rage TP. Without the lasso yet on Universe, he is still level 5. Mugi more than safe enough to do this. And so he'll just rage TP out of there, keep himself out of harm's way.
Doesn't even TP to base. TP's to the shrine. They have a smoke available, and SCCC is here as well. They could look for Envy. And they can transition this into a tower very easily with this Pugna. KP has gotten a lot of space to catch back up as well. Has the Arcane Boots if he wants to pick those up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very close game so far.
They're looking for the catch onto Envy. Envy And a bit of a tricky place for Newbie to make an attempt. He is by this shrine. It might not be enough to save him. See if they can keep the DP alive, Envy. With the Siphon and the shrine, he is going to be okay. And now, Newbie out to back up. Always going to be a bit of an awkward position for Newbie to try and make a play. They'll look towards DJ, but
Gets the stun on Kaka.
Smash indeed. The stone hitting the Shaker in the face just at the right time.
I like how active SCCC is being, though, with these constant rotations to pressure the towers to make sure that they can keep this, well, keep a slight, like not really an advantage, but keep the tower equilibrium going. Like we were saying, they have to stay alive in this early game. They can't fall too far behind versus this Dusa lineup. Pi walks directly into Mugi here.
Oh.
Doesn't have the TP available.
There's Quelling Blade on Mugi as well. So he cuts through the Sprout. Pi's trying to get some body blocking going on with the Triads. Can he manage to do so? It doesn't matter. Mugi's in with the Infest. And will claim the life of Pi.
And bottom now, Envy. Getting chased up. Can Faith get the glimpse? No, Envy hides into the trees.
I will see Fnatic try for the smoke play. They have the level 6 on Universe.
Yeah, KP has the Rift available if he sees this coming for a moment. TP's coming in as well from Pi. They get the silence initially.
And they've got the gap close. KP surrounded. It almost looked like they might not have needed to use the lasso, but Universe doesn't want to mess around. Make sure that there's no way that any sort of chance or time is bought for the rest of Newbie to react to that as they take down KP and now can put some pressure of their own on the tier 1 top. Same time though, Newbie with SCCC, they're putting the pressure on mid.
Yeah, constantly looking for these towers with the Pugna. They've got the slow on Abed here. They've got the stun as well, blocking this Dusa in, but Mugi will back up while Envy's rotation comes in. I think KP also, when he died, he bought the full hood, so he didn't lose too much gold, but...
That tier 1 tower still kept alive as well up top for now. KP TPing back in, looking to continue to defend. The mass TPs will be threatened here by Newbie to make sure that Universe and Pi back away. Newbie not wanting to give up that tier 1 tower top anytime soon.
Universe, they get the vision, they get the glimpse.
Oh, and they should have this kill for sure. Mugi's there, ready to join in for the glory. And they'll, oh, okay.
Taka takes the
I
last
thought
hit.
they were going to let Mugi take it there. Ukaka was like, no man, I'm a Blink Dagger, come on. I need that money. Proving to be a very close game. Newbie this time around, the draft able to get so much more done in these early stages.
Uh-oh, SCCC in a lot of trouble here.
We'll try for the life drain. It's keeping him alive a little bit, but with 4 heroes around him and no one else on Newbie in the neighborhood to provide backup for the Pugna. SCCC will fall.
They were trying to keep this tier 1 alive as long as possible. It's now in deny range, but ideal to at least keep those up when you have a Deuce to line up as long as you can so that you can secure those Ancients. Which they do have, I think, only 1 double stack. Yeah.
Oh, but leading the net worth on the Medusa was did not suffer too much in lane at all. Had a strong showing, and him and Envy in good stead at the moment. Same to be said though for Mugi and SCCC. As Newbie playing at a much better pace than they were in game 1.
They have to play at this fast pace though. Like versus Dusa, they have to keep it up. They can't let themselves fall too far behind, and they do have a smoke available. They've got the level 6s on the supports too. DJ will walk right into them.
Oh, surprise, surprise. He does get the silence and the stun off. Kaka actually popping the Echo Slam, really wanting to hold DJ down with the Fissure as well as the Static Storm. I mean, sure, they'll get him, but look, Fnatic, they're going to try and fight back onto this. They look towards Faith. Faith will fall. Mugi coming to the pit, trying to hunt down Pi.
Envy's here.
And we'll get him. They have lost 2 on Fnatic. Can Envy and Abed clean up some more? Mugi's falling low, and Mugi's dead.
Envy's like, oh, we're in a Roche pit.
Yeah, 2 for 2 trade. Fnatic now in a position to go for Roche. I mean, that was all a little bit awkward there for Newbie at the start. You saw they dropped Echo Slam and Static Storm on a sole DJ Earth Spirit.
They're not killing it very quickly, and Newbie is back with a Pugna, who's very strong at this point in the game. It's 2,000 HP on that Roche.
It is a scary place for both teams, even without those 2 ultimates on Newbie. As you say, Fnatic still know that they cannot afford to be caught out around the pit.
This is going to be real awkward for both teams now.
It's going to fall so slowly, and who's going to be able to get the final touch and grab the Aegis?
They don't have Exorcism available. Fnatic's lineup isn't really that strong around this pit right now.
And Universe's Firefly's about to wear off. So they're not going to get in there. Newbie has found it. They've got Roshan, they've got the Aegis. Fisher comes down onto 2. They've closed the gap. They've got the stun control onto Envy and Arbed. Envy is pretty speedy at the moment. The Thunderstrike is on. It won't be enough to kill him off. Firestorm does come through. It's going to be close, but not close enough. Envy will survive. Roll away from DJ. They're focusing Arbed. Mugi's going to jump himself out of KP. There's the stun coming through from DJ. They're trying to keep Arbed alive. Arbed turns with the hits. He's got the stick charge. He's back up to full mana.
I think the snake hit everybody. And now they get the pull.
They've got the turnaround. They grab in SCCC. They've claimed his life once. KP actually getting beat down a bit here by the Treants. Mask of Madness is going to be popped by Arbed as he'll force back KP. Turn towards SCCC. They'll get Faith as well. With the snake bounces from Arbed. As Newbie may have got broached, they may have got the Aegis, but they proceeded to lose the team fight there against Fnatic. As Arbed, he was able to survive. His team did an excellent job of keeping him alive there. The sort of multi-hero stuns and silences from DJ just made it so the Newbie couldn't quite finish off the Deucer.
It was the multi-hero stuns and then the snake. I think that snake actually bounced to 3 or 4 heroes.
It looked like he went full of mana.
He also had 17 wand charges, so completely heals up. And what was looking like a good situation for Newbie has now turned around heavily. Stusa has fully claimed that net worth lead with Envy.
Kaka on a bit of a hunt down bottom for Pi. Does have SCCC with him as well.
Man, so much of this is really because of that play from DJ, right? Walking to those 2 supports, forcing those ultis.
Yep.
Because of all this chase, they didn't have ulti from Disruptor. They didn't have ulti from Shaker too, so they were limited a bit too. Sure, they were able to get the Rosh, but the chase afterwards was definitely awkward. Now Fnatic in a pretty comfortable spot. Only a 2K lead, but with their heroes, it's pretty significant versus the Newbie early game draft.
I mean, if you're not killing the Deucer at this stage, you've got to sort of ask yourself, is it actually going to get any easier? The heroes they have, it's not necessarily is.
Almost had Blink Dagger on Kaka though. He's still very farmed on this Shaker. But Universe as well on the other side almost has Blink. And keeps pinging out KP like he wants to go for something here. KP has the Rift, gonna be forced to just use it.
Bottom lane as well, MV. We'll look towards Kaka, who tries for the TP out, but DJ closes the gap.
DJ always in the right place at the right time.
Mid
but
lane
they do
though.
find Abed with that glimpse.
That's the big one. Taking Arbed down and now sweeping across for more Newbie.
They see Envy with the ward. Envy's just walking directly into them. Newbie a bit afraid now because they have that vision. They will back away.
That massive pick-off though. They're killing off Arbed. As you say, much just grabbing him mid, getting him that static storm and allowing Mugi to sort of go to work on the lifestealer. As Arbed was all on his own there.
Yeah, if they isolate Abed at this point in the game, they can kill him. But if there's backup, it's definitely got to be a big problem for them to kill that Deuce. Now the smoke is coming out. Universe has the blink ready, looking for a pick-off. They've also got Exorcism, so they could transition it into this bottom tower since it's already pushing in from Pi. Oh, are they going to find Kaka again? Kaka's been so close to this blink dagger.
Oh, poor old Kaka.
He gets spotted by the Treant. Oh no, Kaka.
Oh no. Poor lad. I mean, DJ does miss his first 2 spots, but it doesn't matter. It's an easy kill for 4 heroes on Fnatic.
They saved the lasso, so they can actually look for a further pick-off into this tower.
Let that man get his blink. Come
Poor
on.
Kaka.
Have some mercy, Fnatic.
You rock, says DJ. The TP reaction's coming in. They have a lot of ways to hold this tower with this Underlord here on the side of Newbie. Ghosts were not committed just yet either. And Fnatic will start getting pushed away from this, but Pi commits pretty far up. He's gonna die.
Yep, they dropped the static storm onto the Nature's Prophet. No TP out available for Pi.
He stepped really far up. His whole team was already starting to retreat. I think that may have been a little bit of miscommunication there. But it's Pi. You know, he tanks those ganks.
He tanks it. The space was there for the rest of Fnatic to get out. DJ and Universe actually hiding down in the tree's bottom, maybe seeing if someone pushes forward. And if the opportunity is there to go for a play with the lasso, they do have the lasso, they got the magnetize.
Mugi's pretty tanky though, especially with Armlet and the Sage.
They're considering it, you can tell. They're like, can we do this? I think, as you say, it's out of all the heroes on the map, that is the one that they can't really just go. I mean, would they try it?
I think they probably need one more. They're going to try for it, though, here.
Let's see if they can do it. They need perfect control from DJ. The silence into the boulder smash. It's a lot, but it's not enough. They have to get out. Universe will. DJ may be in trouble there if KP finds the route. He does. They are going to attempt for the TP out on DJ. Do they have a means to cancel it? They don't. DJ will get out. Envy.
Envy's in. By himself.
He's
got the
trying
hood, though.
for this.
He's pretty strong right now.
I mean, I guess so. But the open wounds comes through. Envy does have the start. He's buying time, Envy.
Rotations are coming.
Go through. The Echo Slams drop down on Envy. Envy will fall. Now, can Fnatic actually do anything with this? Pi in a bit of an awkward situation as he gets trapped to the kinetic field. Will turn with the sprout onto Kaka. Defensive Decrepify comes through from SCCC. Kaka backs off. Universe closes them down. They will find Kaka.
They're continuing the chase, too, with the Dark Rift now, though.
It should be enough to take these two out of there. I don't see them killing either of those before they're out, and they won't.
That was...
So, I mean, they got Kaka. You could sort of see Envy's intentions there, but it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a bit over-aggressive, for sure.
And it does not end up paying off for Fnatic. They lose that DP.
And they find the glimpse now on Abed.
Abed needs help. They got it. He is pretty beefy on this Medusa. We'll be able to walk it off, but Pi won't be as fortunate. Pi's going to die.
They're continuing the chase now,
They've got
too.
the trap again. The kinetic field's going to hold Abed in place with the Firestorm adding up.
He's dead.
They've got him. Oh, a bit of the Envy magic working in favor of Newbie there, as it would seem. As,
very costly mistakes coming out there. Abed was in a great position in the farm, but now Mugi's pretty much caught up. Full SNY now finished on this Lifestealer, as well as Triple C, about to have Aghanims finished on this Pugna.
Quite the momentum shift. Still obviously very close, as it's less than a 1k lead that Newbie have. Finding some action there for sure. Pi. Get the ward out. We'll start cleaning up some of these camps here as well with the Treants. SCCC pushing in bottom. They're hovering around the Roshan pit. We'll see who's able to get their hands on it next time. As we saw last time, it was a little bit of a mess between the two teams. Going for Roche. Newbie taking good control of the...
Pi might get a courier snipe.
Oh,
they get the armor off before the second hit, but
one more. He's found it.
That's the 3 components of the Aghanims for the Pugna. Pi will more than likely pay with his life, but well worth it here.
I mean, he might get out from this spot. Oh, he's not getting out. They got him. But that is an absolute worth, as you say. Knocking back that Aghanims for a
And bottom now. These two heroes are isolated. Universe is looking for SCCC too.
The Fissure out. Silence again, meaning he can't go straight for the Rift. He's going to go for the TP, won't make it. Envy's there with the Yules. Has the control for KP. SCCC trying to keep himself alive with the life train, but it won't be enough. SCCC will fall as well as KP. Fnatic get the 2 kills off the back of the defense.
And this is all because of that rotation, right? Because Pi snipes the courier, he forces 2 people to TP to kill him. After that, they get isolated bottom, and Fnatic gets huge pickoffs. Pi. Some big moves coming out.
Same time up top as well, Pi. Did die, but he's back in the game. He's putting pressure onto that top lane. Keeping the waves shoved fully in.
Yeah, he's going for that Meteor Hammer build too. So he's going to be able to constantly push in those side lanes with this, as well as threaten some towers. Going for that defensive 4-step as we saw previously. To be able to protect the... I think that 4-step is mostly just like protecting Abed. Sure, he can like help himself, but for the most part, it's going to be like just getting Abed away from that Lifestealer and away from that Pugna. The Blink, of course, on the Earthshaker, they're looking for some type of infest play. Abed. Gonna walk into... He's actually popped the Mask of Madness as well.
Oh, he has, and they know straight in. They'll absolutely blow that
He didn't have Mana Shield.
up.
Yeah, he didn't have Mana Shield on there.
Oh, we've seen people make that mistake before, and it's the costly one to make.
He's more than likely dead there anyway.
Ah, sure.
But, yeah. They're moving their way into the Roche pit. With Firestorm, they can actually kill this at a pretty decent pace.
They've got this. No Medusa, Fnatic.
They're looking to try to contest
I mean,
this,
maybe
though.
they can go for a steal with the bat.
They've got vision of the high ground, and there's no Firefly available for 15.
It's going to be difficult.
Pi
They've
dies
just
right
lost
away.
Pi.
They see Universe, they're keeping tabs on him with Faith, but DJ comes in.
He's gonna roll in, it's a little early though. He's just gonna fall. Tried to time it, but the timing wasn't there. Newbie get the kills, they get the Roshan, they've grabbed the Aegis, and now Universe, he's in trouble as well. Fisher and Blast come out, Universe will fall. Just not the timing there that they needed around the pit. Just a little bit off there from Fnatic. They come in a little too early. Newbie do a great job of controlling the area, and it's impossible for Fnatic to make the play.
Very costly mistakes coming in, though. They get the Aegis, they get the cheese now for Newbie, as you mentioned. But Fnatic giving up some crucial deaths here.
And look at this from Arbed as well. Because of the pressure, he's going for Master Man, his Hurricane Pike into BKB on the Medusa. At least that's what he's got queued up at the moment. He did have the Skadi there before, but seems to just be super worried about Newbie's lineup, and understandably so. I mean, it is pretty much your magic, just the lifesteal he has to worry about getting his hands on, but he's got the Stone Gaze to help him with that one. So the BKB will make him feel pretty invincible for those few seconds in the fight.
Yeah. Envy's about to... Envy actually has the BKB too on these Death Prophet, also level 17. Envy's still very high level, with only that one death that he had down bottom. Abed with 3.
Pi just continues to do his best to shove out the side lanes as much as possible. As that Meteor Hammer does close in, 400 gold, and he'll have it.
During all this, though, they've got, like, this was actually previously placed like a couple minutes ago, but they got that deep base ward, so they are looking to continue this aggression. And they get the scan off on Abed. They've got this Infest ready.
Nakaka with the Echo Slam available again in 10 seconds.
They see Universe as well toward top. And they see Abed in the base with that deep ward. They might be able to just catch him off guard here. They're smoked on the creep wave. Abed, I don't think he's going to expect this at all.
Oh, look at this. Straight in and on top of the Medusa into the base. They'll take him out. No
Wards.
holding back for Newbie there.
Wards win you games. Universe TP's directly into the front of them there. Gets the lasso, the follow from DJ.
Is it going to be enough? Look at the BKB on Envy. They are managing to bring Mugi down very, very low with the Spirit Summon, but KP, he's looking to take them out, and he's going to be able to do so. No, Fateful Fall. But he is able to protect Mugi's Aegis. Getting the Lifestealer out of there. They have managed to keep that Aegis intact. And that was the Ghost used from Envy for that defense, so I think Newbie's still going to be very happy with the state of this game.
Definitely. They've gotten back-to-back pickoffs on this Medusa. Now Envy, pretty far up. They're pinging him out. Pushing in the side lanes with both the Pugna and the Underlord. And KP is, he's like completely recovered with all these constant fights that's happening. Has the pipe finished up from earlier, and almost a Crimson Guard too to negate a lot of that damage from Fnatic.
So very close on this one. 26 minutes.
And there's no exorcism. It looks like Newbie might want to actually just go for this push here in the mid lane.
CCC's hunting. He knows someone's around. I don't know. I didn't quite see that. The vision. It looked like he was in a position to do so, but I mean, he obviously wasn't. Didn't see Pi there.
Magnetize in 20. Lasso is available, and there's no exorcism for 50. Fnatic, can they hold this?
CCC just topping Mugi up. Slowly but surely whittling through this tier 3 tower. And they've got it.
Pi going for another courier snipe. We'll find it.
Oh, that was the AC recipe. So that's the Assault Grass going for a bit. I mean, Pi, he'll give his life up for this one. DJ does come in with a 4-man stun and silence. Tries to roll out as well. DJ will survive for now. They're going to try and take this fight here, Fnatic. Abed goes for the Stone Gaze. Will proc it onto a couple of them. The Static Storm's down onto the Medusa. Mugi actually still alive. He's not even going to need to use the Aegis.
And Abed's dead. Kaka whiffs the Echo.
They've got the buyback coming out from Abed. He knows that they've got to do the best. This fight is looking incredibly bad for Fnatic. Can they do anything to hold this one? Universe in trouble, gets rooted. Mugi turning towards his next target.
Ghosts are available in 3 seconds. That's when Fnatic can make a real defense here. With the racks.
They're falling, and there seems to be nothing that Fnatic can do to keep them off. Abed Yes, Decrep, live train as well, beating into him. Envy's going to come forward. They go for the play as well. DJ with a 3-man stun and silence, but
Envy's
Envy
dropping low.
is being focused. Pops the Yule Scepter. KP's still alive now. They've got the dust. Can they finish off KP? Jump forward for DJ's looking for the Underlord. They'll find it, but DJ pays with his life. They've lost DJ. Arbed trying to get himself back up to the high ground. Gets
They glimpse him
back down. They've got the control. Arbed will fall. That's the dieback. He's gone for 80 seconds. Envy will fall as well. SCCC cleaning up with the SUCCC. Triple kill as this Pugner just drains them all.
This Aghanim is just putting in so much work in the fights. Just constantly able to do so much damage. And Fnatic is getting caught off guard by Newbie's aggression with this Aegis and this cheese. They were able to breach.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
7k lead now for Newbie. Things getting a little out of hand for Fnatic.
Abed having an incredibly rough game. And look at this, they get the glimpse. They're looking for Universe, forced to pop the BKB.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
And these base wards just being massive for Newbie, just constantly being able to see Fnatic in their base split up, etc. Getting all the perfect movements for them. Now full Lincolns for SCCC, and they're getting a lot of luxury items. 8k gold lead now for themselves in a great spot in this game.
It's going to be one of those games where Arbed is going to be forced in a bit of a similar situation as SCCC was in game 1 on his Medusa. Can Arbed really hold it off to the same state that SCCC was able to though in game 1?
He's done
Got a long way to go. He's falling behind in farm.
4 times in a row, I think, right? Just getting picked off constantly by Newbie.
He just doesn't have the items.
Desperate for the BKB versus this Pugna.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what Newbie needs to do with their draft. Stay aggressive. They don't want this game to go too late versus this Dusa, but they have shut down the Dusa quite a lot right now where they might be at an advantage where they can actually deal with her. If it does get to that late stage. Abed's still desperate for that BKB.
Yeah, they've now got the courier back up. The AC is into the hands of Mugi.
Pi. They seem to know that he's in the area here.
Get out of there.
But they don't know he's on the high ground just yet. Now Mugi pings it out. It's all about that space, and Fnatic just constantly pushing in those side lanes to make sure that Newbie can't hit their base again until they have their Dusa online. It's going to take a lot of time, though.
Oh, in the jungle of Newbie, they're getting close to one another. Can they find that catch? They have KP on the front. Fnatic will not want to jump in at the moment onto this Underlord. Bit too much of a risky position to be. Envy will TP down to the shrine over his half of the map. It's all about how Fnatic kick the fights off. As we have seen, DJ's been getting some excellent angles for the multi-man smashes and pulls, but it's just not been quite enough because Arbed, at this stage of the game, he's not a threat. He hasn't got any sort of right click.
Really needs that BKB just to be able to survive. Yeah. And I think this, like I was saying, like we were talking about, is Fnatic, they just need to keep these side lanes heavily pushed out so that Newbie cannot reach the base again. But Newbie, they're grouping up. But look at Pi, constantly cutting those waves. Kaka will come in with the infest.
Oh, and he's gone.
See you.
Easy money towards the nullifier for Mugi. Another tower as well. That'll help pump him up towards that relic. As Newbie's starting to make all the plays this game. As a few costly mistakes from Fnatic.
Envy forced to BKB. TP is not up just yet, though he will distance himself away. But Mugi has a DD rune, and Faith is on the prowl. He is looking to catch somebody up here. They know that there's no BKB on Envy.
And they're looking towards KP. It's not an easy target, though, with the Pipe and Crimson Guard. It takes some time to bring down, at least time enough for the rest of Newbie to come in.
Look at this, they're wrapping behind. They're all smoked up.
And Fnatic are aware as well. They just TP straight out that top lane.
They have to get their lanes in better positions because Pi was dead. He's not able to do that split push. So Pi will TP toward mid, try to cut the wave. Just constantly trying to delay the game for Abed to become a real threat.
CCC. He's got his eyes on Uni. I'll give a bit of a play around here onto the old Bat Rider. Universe will be fine. Pretty beefy with the BKB and the drums. Actually, round in the jungle. Look who they found. They found Arbed. Only the two of them this time round, so not enough even with the Static Storm to find Arbed. Arbed will be able to outlive the attempt from the two supports.
Yeah, Mugi had gone for Envy in the other backlines. So level 20 has been claimed for Abed, so that mana as well as the BKB 2 finished. So a lot tankier, and we're just gonna keep watching Pi cutting the waves, trying to make that space.
It's proven to be a little bit of a nuisance for Newbie to deal with. They do sort of keep reacting with multiple heroes. This time around, though, they'll turn the majority of their attention towards the pit. Roshan is up.
Fnatic looking to take a fight here.
They're on their way.
Kaka looking for Pi. They even commit the bots from SDCC.
SDCC's gone in, though, so Fnatic know there's a few less numbers in the pit. This is Pi making space, because Fnatic, they're going to move in straight away into the Roshan pit, go for an attempt onto this fight here. Arbed, DJ Envy focusing KP, and they'll find him. KP, is he going to fall? He does. They look towards Faith. Faith, he's going to drop as well. Fnatic take 2 kills around the pit.
And they're in the Rosh pit. The Rosh is
they
pretty
are.
low.
Pi buys back. This was all part of the plan from Fnatic. Pi just drawing the attention away from the pit, making a reaction come out from Newbie towards top. It's going to grant Fnatic the fight around the Roshan. They get the Aegis.
And they're going to get Kaka
they
too.
Are. Kaka pots the Echo Slam, but for what? He dies. Jump forward from DJ. Fnatic, they're looking to chase down more. Universe, with this haste rune, keeping the gap closed, jumps forward onto SDCC. DJ finds the angle. He's got the boulder smash, cancelling the TP. Mugi will get out, but SDCC will not be as fortunate.
And they're looking to go for the base themselves. They pop the refresher shot right away. Envy's got Exorcism here.
He's got the cheese as well. They're not stopping this. That play.
Pi is killing in this game. Honestly, he is super MVP right now for me. Even though he's got 11 deaths, Fnatic now, they're punching at the high ground. They force buybacks from Newbie when they have such a deficit.
There's 3 heroes dead still for Newbie for a few seconds that do not have buyback as well. Mugi's going to try and open up onto Arbed. He's got the backup as well from SDCC, giving him the life drain here. The Ghost doing a significant amount of damage to the tier 3 tower. They will get the glimpse back onto Arbed. Arbed surrounded. He does have the Aegis and BKB available. They're trying to bite down upon him. Stun comes out from DJ. Jump forward here. Mugi gets the rage up, but they have the lasso. They hold down Mugi. They're punching into him with the right clicks. He's been controlled up. Mugi
can he get the
hit by the Meteor Hammer. He's trying to get out, but he can't. The life drain's not enough to keep him alive. They've lost Mugi on the life stealer. They'll take the Aegis out of the hands of Arbed. DJ jumping forward, was looking for the magnetize, finds the boulder smash onto 3. Arbed sending the snake forward. Envy trying to close the gap. They'll force out the buyback from Mugi. Mugi looking to re-enter the fray. They've got to find big kills out of this Newbie. KP heading forward, making a beeline straight away for Arbed, but Arbed, he goes for the stone gaze, goes for the TP out. The glimpse is there though. They'll cancel the TP of Arbed, hold him back, but Arbed, he's just going to turn and start right-clicking into them. SCCC trying to go for the kill with the life drain. He's bringing this Deucer down low. Kaka jumps in, has got the control. They'll finish off Arbed.
But what a turnaround. Look at the gold swing. Look at the experience swing. All because of Pi. Because Pi drags the attention from them during all this, and Fnatic make the smart decision of taking the fight around the Rosh pit with those numbers. They forced so many reactions coming out from Newbie.
I mean, they really did. It was, I mean, SCCC is as perfect as he's been playing for the most part. It was him that he botsed up there. You know, the Kaka had eyes on Pi. SCCC felt the need to leave the pit and go towards that top lane play, and that meant that they didn't have the Pugner, but their strongest hero around the pit at that attempt. And because SCCC wasn't with his buddies, they just couldn't hold it. And things, sure, overall, Newbie, they still maintain the lead.
But what
that was a little bit wonky there.
Yep. They're definitely feeling a bit under the pressure now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
25 seconds till Abed.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Still Newbie in a pretty okay spot, but they don't want this game to drag on too far, as we keep mentioning. Versus this Deucer can be quite a problem.
And of course, it's also the Warriors as well now with those buybacks on cooldown. You know, if they lose Mugi, it's going to be pretty deadly. They do get the vision onto Pi. They'll glimpse him back in. Pi, he's going to get forced back, but he'll still fall. Mugi chases forward, and that's Pi down for 70 seconds. He, as well, did buy back for that last bit of a play around the pit. So that will mean, at least for a minute, Newbie don't have to worry too much about their side lanes getting shoved in too far against them. Let's see what they can find here. Nullifier now complete for Mugi. So anyone that he's able to get himself on top of during his rage will surely die.
Yeah, and purge off that Yules with the Death Prophet too. What can they get out of this, though? Still a bit afraid going toward the high ground when they're playing versus a Batrider. What a crazy series of events. But 8K lead still for Newbie. 10K experience.
They still have the advantage. Abed still needs more time for his Medusa to be that scary. As we saw in that fight, he was able to sort of find the positioning to punch back with the BKB and such, but he just still, the damage isn't there. He needs that sort of major item on top of everything that he has so far. The Skadi's going to be what he queues up first.
And Pi just continuing to just buy as much time as possible his team, cutting creep waves constantly, using that Wrath of Nature as well to push the waves out. Fnatic, they're looking for a play here. They've got ward vision of Newbie. Newbie will spot that ward now, though. Kaka has the gem. Can Fnatic make it there in time? Looks like Newbie's aware of this.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan, they know that they're close, Fnatic. Universe leading the charge, but as you say, Newbie, they're playing very defensively.
Yeah, they've counter-smoked as well.
And they've got this ward around here as well. If the fight kicks off, Newbie will have the vision advantage.
They just saw the Crypt Swarm as well from Envy, and now smoke is done. They have high, they have ward vision.
Oh, they're going to jump on Abed straight away with another fire. They'll get forced out to the side. Static Storm is down, but he's in a lot of trouble, Abed. He is going to fall, or maybe not. He gets the BKB. The Stone Gaze off. Are they actually able to turn this? Abed's still alive for now. DJ rolls forward. They've got the silence now from the Earth Spirit and from the Death Prophet. Envy being focused now by Mookie. Will get the Nullifier out upon him. They're looking to finish off Envy, and they will. They'll claim the life of the Death Prophet. Abed somehow still alive for now on the side of it. He's trying to hide in the tree line, but they will find him. Faith gets the kill. Newbie, they found 3. Universe as well, getting cut off by Kaka. Does he have the control and damage to get this kill, though? Universe pretty
They've
tanky.
ripped him
Doesn't
mid.
look like they can, and indeed, Newbie, they know with this instant movement to the mid lane, Fnatic are going to struggle to deal with it. There's no buyback on Eternal Envy, no buyback on TJ. Abed will buy himself back into the game, but without a BKB charge and without a Stone Gaze, there's not a whole world that he can do against this push from Newbie. With his quick heads-up rift to the middle, Newbie, they're just going to look to close up the game here, and with 2 dead, very little chance of Fnatic holding. They'll try with the fortification. Universe, though, just gets instantly focused. Nullifier there. They'll turn their attentions back towards the ancient buyback from Universe. Can they really push Newbie away? Newbie is still pretty much at full HP. Flame Break. Fisher from Kaka. Universe jumps forward. He has got the lasso.
The throne's dying, though.
It really is. As Newbie will just focus on the objective. The smash comes out. It's not enough. They can't hold them back. Newbie will find the ancient and will push us to a game 3.
Man, Pi put an unbelievable amount of work in this game, but Newbie overall, with the aggression, finding those key pickoffs over and over again on the Deuce in that early game, just seemed to be enough to set her back and not allow Fnatic to really crawl their way fully back in this game. And in the end fights, that Nullifier putting in so much work, dropping Abed very low before the BKB is able to get popped.
Yeah, Abed just couldn't have the same sort of impact as he can on heroes like the PL. The Deuce is a very different era in the sense that in these fights, you're very reliant on your team to make a lot of stuff happen. On the PL, there's a lot of sort of individual skill, little outplays you can do. You can't really do that on a Medusa.
Yeah, it was a very scrappy game, though. Lots of mistakes coming in, and the Roshes were pretty awkward, right? Like the first Rosh, it was like, oh my god, wait, there's just a Rosh coming out, and then Newbie runs in, they die right away, they lose the Aegis. Then the second one was mostly Newbie favored, but then that third one, Fnatic punched back heavily, but Newbie overall with a very concise game plan and very good movements coming out from Kaka with those infests.
Yes, absolutely. We'll see what happens in Game 3 as we'll be pushed to it. It is 1-1 at the moment between Fnatic and Newbie as both teams look to hold on to their tournament lives here at the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. We'll see you after the break.